Well, good morning, and thank you for joining us here for the Sunburst Sunday morning meditation. We're sitting in front of the lodge at the Sunburst Sanctuary in the beautiful sunshine for this morning's talk. My name is Al King. The topic for today is perseverance, the whole magic of spiritual success. I'm going to read a quote from Norm Paulson, the founder of Sunburst, to start the talk off. Meditation alone will not take you home. Without practicing the attributes of virtue and walking the Eightfold Path, you may see the goal, but you will not be able to hold on to it. If you cannot pass through the 12 gates of virtue, you cannot stay in heaven. Spiritual giants return to earth scenes again and again to perfect the 12 virtues. He speaks about the 12 gateways of virtue. In the sacred science from which this quote was taken, there's an image, the image of the great central sun, or the cosmogonic diagram, and it has 12 gateways on the image. Each of those gateways is assigned a virtue, and each of those virtues is associated with an astrological month. Currently, we are in the month of Cancer, and the virtue that's associated with this month is perseverance. Perseverance is a tool. It's a tool for achieving success. But as with any tool, how you use the tool is of utmost importance. Perseverance, the application of perseverance, can help us have a success, but what do we want that success to be? We need to develop discernment so that we can apply the path or the virtue of perseverance to those things that will help us on our spiritual journey. In the past, when Norm was with us, he told us on numerous occasions that man was created that God might have a vehicle with which to enjoy this wonderful creation, this earth, this garden that we find ourselves in today. But in order for that to work, we have to open ourselves up to allow God to enter into us. We have to be in the space where we are conscious of His presence within us, and we have to invite Him to utilize our senses. We can offer our sense of sight to God, that He might be able to enjoy the incredible landscapes He's created, to watch the animals, to watch the plants, to see His face reflected in the face of all of the faces that we see, of all the people that we encounter. And we can offer our sense of hearing to Spirit, that He might hear the sound of the surf at the beach, that He might hear the sound of the birds all around us in the garden, that He might hear wonderful music and hear His children praising Him in song. And we can offer too our sense of touch, that He can feel the warmth of the sun on our skin, that He can feel the water as it moves across our bodies when we swim in the ocean or a lake. And we too can offer our senses of smell and taste, that He might be able to experience the taste of the wonderful fruits that He has created for us to enjoy. I try to keep this in mind every day when I get up, to make myself available to Spirit, that He might use me to experience His creation. My observation has been that it is important that I utilize the virtue of perseverance to make myself available. and it's better to use perseverance for the ultimate goal of inviting God into my life, rather than using perseverance to achieve success in accomplishing some desire which has been created by my ego. On our road trips or our adventures, my wife and I start each day inviting Spirit into the adventure. What would you like to see today? What would you like to experience? Or what would you like to show us? So we want to use perseverance to achieve the ultimate goal and not confuse the goal with the path. One example of this might be, we may start the day out going, we'd like to summit this mountain. But things might not be right for that day. And it might be better that our itinerary be changed. There was a time when we decided we wanted to climb Mount Langley, which is over 14,000 feet, and there's no constructed trail to the top. I wasn't feeling well, and by the time we got to 13,000 feet, it was evident that we were too late in the day and I wasn't feeling well, and that it would be better to change course. Thankfully, Dawn, my wife, decided she did not need to summit the peak that day. So rather than being upset that we weren't going to be able to accomplish the path to summiting the peak, we focused on the fact that God was with us, and we were enjoying His presence in all that we did that day. So rather than going back the same trail that we had started on, we chose an alternate trail, one that had been abandoned years ago, and got to experience crossing an ice field without having the proper equipment and negotiating around huge boulders that had been moved around on the trail through landslides. So the goal, or what we were persevering to accomplish, was really to spend the day with God and not to summit the peak. Throughout our lives, we come to situations where we need to make a decision. And sometimes the course of action that we need to take, the direction that we need to go, is not really evident at the time. But we do need to make a decision. We do need to start in one direction. Generally, God will not let us spend too long going the wrong direction if we're paying attention. This requires paying attention, being conscious of where we are and what we are doing. So it's important to be willing to change course if we need to get to where we're trying to get. Again, not to confuse the path with the end goal. Tiduscoon, a Native American of the Delaware tribe, once said, "When you begin a great work, you can't expect to finish it all at once. Therefore, do you and your brothers press on, and let nothing discourage you till you have entirely finished what you have begun. Now, brother, as for me, I assure you I will press on, and the contrary winds may blow strong in my face, yet I will go forward and never turn back, and continue to press forward until I have finished. And I would have you do the same." So in this quote, the idea of a great work is manifested. So when we're applying perseverance, it's good to apply it to something like a great work, a higher purpose, rather than just merely to accomplish success at a goal that we may have made up ourselves. When thinking about this, I was thinking about the efforts of many to create a place where all people, no matter what their differences, can have equal opportunity. There have been many that have worked on this their entire lives. And it's going to require a lot more. It's going to require tremendous perseverance to accomplish this great work. And perhaps the greatest goal of all, the greatest work, the highest purpose to apply the virtue of perseverance is to that of experiencing the presence of God within us, of finding and knowing our Creator, our Mother, Father. I would like to read a prayer that was published in Sacred Science by Norm Paulson. O Divine Comforter, no matter how difficult the path, I know you have blessed me with the faculties by which I am able to hear or bear what comes to pass. As I journey homeward, please hear my soul calling. I will pursue you every moment of my conscious life. I will forever persevere, O Divine Spirit, to develop the willpower to never give up. I must meet you face to face. I must hold you in my arms, if you will allow. You are my Father, you are my Mother, the Creator of my soul. From you have I come forth into this world, into this sea of faces. I look for you in every face, O Beloved. Will you please come forth and reveal yourself to me? Somehow, somewhere, someday. I will continue to pursue you in every image and in every place until I find you hiding in the mirror image of my own face. Perseverance, the whole magic of spiritual success. And it's spiritual success that we want to exercise the virtue of perseverance toward. That is our ultimate goal. Using perseverance for other purposes, to achieve other successes, may be fine in terms of practicing the virtue, but ultimately we want to bring it back to what is the ultimate goal, the reason that we are actually here on this earth, to learn to know beyond any shadow of a doubt our divine parents, to experience their presence within us. I would like to now invite you to join us for a short meditation. And as you meditate, please focus your attention on experiencing the presence of God within you, now and here. And then you can take that experience of God's presence with you through the rest of your day, through the rest of your week. Thank you for joining with us and participating in this Sunday meditation. We're so blessed to be sitting here in this wonderful garden, feeling God's light pouring down on us. Perseverance is an amazing tool. And if we can remember to use perseverance for the highest and best goals, it will serve us well. Never give up, never stop trying to achieve that state where you can experience our divine parents within you all the time. Amen.
Morning finds you with me when I look within me to find you there. Day long finds you around me when I look around me. Keep on trying now, children. You gotta keep on trying now, children. You gotta keep on trying for the sun. Find out. You gotta find out where you're going. Find out. You gotta find out where you're going. Find out. You gotta find out where you're going now. Evening finds me reflecting on the things I have tried for today. Stars and moon shine so brightly. I pray tonight we will find a way. We'll make our way to the sun. We'll make our way for everyone. Children, you gotta keep on trying now, children. You gotta keep on trying.